Hi there, MemphisVinylJim and the Misses. This is my response to your 10, Perfect 10 competition thing. I'm going to do this quickly because it just, I've done this like 7, 8, 9 times and I am sick and tired of it. It just doesn't work, not the way I want it to. Anyway, these are my perfect 10s. Perfect, not really, because I don't believe in perfect. There's always some element of music that isn't perfect, but it works for me in that particular concept. So yeah, I'm going to show the records. Caravan, In the Land of Grey and Pink. This and their debut, they're both perfect 10s. But I wanted to show this because the album cover is just amazing. Great prog from Canterbury. Ayers, they're one of my favorite bands, and this is my favorite album of theirs, called Milkman. It's a concept album about this creature who kills people in their sleep. It's on strawberry colored vinyl, and it's a great concept album. Just amazing band, good stuff. This is Profondo Rosso, soundtrack by Goblin, Italian prog band, and this is horror music but proggy, and it's for a very stylish, brutally stylish horror movie. Just awesome stuff. Ami Marie, Verrückt nach Glück. This is a German minimalistic wave album, electronic synth pop, very minimalistic. I shown this on post-punk pearls video that I did. This guy does everything. He does the vocals, he does the music, and it's killer. If you're into minimalistic new wave, just very, you know, electronic, but very little electronic, you're gonna love this. This is just killer stuff. Also German language. They're actually from Austria. This is Grauzone, self-titled album from 1981. Killer album. Post-punk mixed with straight punk, mixed with German folk music, and mixed with music that can be described as proto-techno. I mean, we're talking 1981 here. Techno wasn't around. Kraftwerk did some electro stuff, but this is like techno. Awesome stuff. Then we got Joseph K., The Only Fun in Town. This has not been shown a lot in the vinyl community, so here I am showing it. This is an amazing Scottish band. The drawing on here, the gold drawing, that must be a town in Scotland, I don't know, could be. And it's on a very collectible label called Postcard, which has a drumming kitty as their logo, which is just amazing. It's an original copy. If you don't know Joseph K., check them out. They're amazing. Really good stuff. Kevin Ayers, Joy of a Toy. So happy to have this original copy. Sort of psychedelic dream pop. It's just amazing. He is a former member of the Soft Machine. And this doesn't sound like the Soft Machine, but I love this album. Excuse me. When I saw this at the Goodwill, I went apeshit. I thought it was stoner rock, but it wasn't. It's a concept album by a person called Lucifer. Actually, his name is Mort Garson, and he's a Moog master. The album's called Black Mass, and it looks satanic, and it's supposed to be sort of his interpretation of a Black Mass done with Moog synthesizers, and it sounds amazing. If you're not that big on Moog music, you think it's too kitschy, check out this. This is just killer stuff. My favorite Perubu album, without doubt, Dub Housing. Oh, so good. Navi, Caligari's Mirror, Codex, just amazing. It's on the Chrysalis label, and it's a must-have if you love Perubu. This is amazing as well. Debut album by Curtis Mayfield. I have several albums that I think are a perfect 10 by him. Superfly, the soundtrack, Roots, and this one, but I'm going for this one because the opening track, Don't Worry If There's a Hell Below, We're All Gonna Go, it's mind-blowing. And Move On Up, obviously, it's a classic. Another soundtrack, this time for a German television series, Raumpatrouille, also the most expensive record I ever bought. This is electronic lounge music for a series that probably will be called the German Star Trek, sort of like that. I paid a lot of money for this. I picked it up, didn't see the price tag on the back, and suddenly a price was dropped and I was like, what? But I did pay it because it's worth it. It's just a killer album. This is a perfect 10 as well. It's Pierre Henry and Michel Colombier. It's on the Philips label. It's called Messe pour le temps présent. Excuse my French. And this is a psychedelic moog rock experimentalism thing. It's for this ballet piece, and like I said, it's moog music, but just killer stuff. That's Pierre Henry, by the way. Check out Psyche Rock, and you know kind of what this sounds like, except that's the most kick-ass track on there. The rest is very experimental. Talking about a classic post-punk album, this has been shown by a lot of people, so I'm not going to talk too much about it. Public Image Limited. This is the second edition. I don't have the tin can. Next one. Sorry, I was interrupted by a phone there. Doolittle by the Pixies. This is the album that drew me to the Pixies, and I still am so glad that I discovered this album. Awesome stuff. Great indie rock, one of the best bands from the late 80s, I think, one of the most influential at least. Now a post-punk 12-inch EP. This is a monster of a record. Very rare. It can be very expensive. This is Reema with Wheel in the Roses. It's on 4AD, the very old 4AD logo, and this is killer. This is just a monster of a 12-inch of an EP. This is a perfect 10. Only 4 tracks. I think that's what they did. Maybe they did a couple of tracks more, but they didn't release an album, sadly, because this is mind-blowing stuff. I think this has been shown as well. This is Suicide's debut album. Awesome electronic punk. I'm not going to talk too much about that. I think this has been shown by other people as well. Slint with Spiderland. This is a reissue. I don't know from what year, but it's 180 gram, and this is great post rock. Originally released in 1991. It's just good stuff. I'm so glad that I saw them when they reunited for a tour. Just amazing band. This is so far my favorite Swans album. This is Cop, which is a perfect 10. It's disturbing, and it's wonderful, and it's amazing, and it's all in the same record. It's just good stuff. Another record I shown in a Post-Punk Pearls video. This is And Don't the Kids Just Love It by Television Personalities. Original copy on Rough Trade. Killer stuff. Indie pop, post-punk with a 60s flavor. It's just great stuff. Best known track on here is I Know Where Syd Barrett Lives, which is a wonderful track. My favorite album by The Fall, This Nation's Saving Grace. It's got Spoiled Victorian Child and I Am Damon Suzuki. Killer album, just amazing. One of my favorite punk albums is this one, Swell Maps, A Trip to Marinville. This original copy comes with the original lyric insert, or whatever, inner sleeve, plus the 7-inch. This is mind-blowing stuff. Just, I love this so much. I like Sex Pistols, I like Clash, but this goes way above that. This is so amazing. My favorite album by Talking Heads, Fear of Music, Can't Go Wrong With This. Izamba, Animals, Cities, Drugs, Electric Guitar, Life During Wartime. This is a killer album. Great production by Eno. Good stuff. One of my favorite Britpop albums, Stone Roses, self-titled. Can't go wrong with this one. This is amazing as well. This is great psychedelic music. It's psychedelic music with some experimental electronica, and the music, the songs on here are just amazing. United States of America. Joseph Byrd, he went on to form Joe Byrd and the Field Hippies, which has similarities with this band, but I prefer United States of America. Great stuff. Another killer post-punk album, Deceit by This Heat. This is some kind of reissue from 1988 on These Records. It's an okay copy. It's an okay print, but I would love to have an original in my hands one day. This is such an amazing album. Experimental, forward thinking. Just, it goes way beyond every other post-punk band at the time. This is Spurgeon Prunes, If I Die, I Die, which I've shown in the Nature thread. This is dark and scary and wonderful and beautiful and amazing. Then the last two. First up, Young Marble Giants, Colossal Youth. This is an original copy on Rough Trade from 1980. Two brothers and their female friend, who's called Allison Staton. The brothers are Philip and Stuart Moxham, and basically what you get is a drum computer, some organ, some bass, and some guitar, and then Allison singing over it, and it works wonders. It's just an amazing album. Searching for Mr. Right, Credit in a Straight World, which was covered by Hole. Great stuff. And the last record I'm going to show is probably my favorite album from the psychedelic era, Odyssey and Oracle by the Zombies. There's not a track on here which is bad. I mean, the cover is amazing, the songs are amazing, just an amazing album. So there you have it, my response, interrupted by a phone call. Hope you liked it. Like I said, if you have any questions about any of these, I didn't say that, didn't I? Oh, well. Anyway, if you have any questions regarding any of the records I've shown, just send me a little message and I'll answer it. Peace.